UPS franchise anymore, but we're joined now by Mike Desautels, and he's the owner of the store. And Mike, thank you for being with us here on the Howie Carr Show.
Yes, nice to talk to you, Howie.
What's the status? Well, first of all, tell us how this whole thing developed. When did you put the sign up?
We put the sign up a week and a half before we had before the state filed suit and UPS pulled our franchise. And
did you get a lot of complaints, or did most people just agree that it was your right and their right to exercise caution or not, whatever they wanted to do?
Prior to the sign, we had gotten some complaints. Most people were fine with it. We kept our social distance from them, and so that's why everybody was okay with that. So we had a few complaints. We haven't worn a mask this whole time in a year. So we got suggested to us that, well, maybe put a sign up so people know that you don't have a mask on before they come in.
Mm-hmm. And so why did you make the decision? I think I understand, but why did you make the decision not to wear a mask? How many people did you have working for you, by the way?
Just me and one employee is all that works there.
And you guys decided you didn't want to wear the masks.
Well, actually, my employee has a medical condition and cannot wear one.
Right.
Which nobody cared about, and nobody asked, and nobody asked, and nobody cared. I think they just wanted to show their authority is what happened.
Yeah. So what did they tell you first? Did they tell you to take down the sign or start wearing masks? Did they give you an option before they shut you down?
The state of Vermont had sent me a letter back in November because people were complaining to the governor's hotline because the governor had announced that, if you see somebody not wearing a mask, turn them in. Turn everybody in that you see is having a mask or gathering together. We don't want nobody to do any of that. So they had gotten some complaints. So they had sent us a letter stating that we, according to their mandate, we needed to wear a mask. And so then that was the start of it.
And so then the next thing that happened was you and your employee did not comply with Governor Scott's dictate as brought forward on the snitch line that they ran. So what happened next after you didn't respond?
Well, I'm going to say we did comply. We were in compliance even without a mask, because if you go to their site, they say if you're within 6 feet of somebody for more than 15 minutes in a 24-hour period, they recommend you wear a mask. Mm-hmm. There's nobody that was coming into our store within 6 feet of us for more than 15 minutes ever, since this is all started. So I feel we are in compliance because we're not in that social distance.
But they came in. Who came in and actually shut you down? Was it the state or the city or town?
Well, no. So originally the state sent us a letter. They also sent it to UPS headquarters in San Diego. San Diego sent us a letter stating that, you need to wear a mask, or that was their rules and regulations according to them since July. Mm-hmm. And then I think it was I don't even remember the date, the 17th of February. We got a call from the Attorney General's office. One of the workers called us and said that they've gotten complaints and we're still not wearing a mask. And I said, we're in compliance. They never asked about my employee. He explained to me that he couldn't make me wear a mask. And he asked if I had any employees. I said, yes, I do. He says, they have to wear a mask. And that was it. And I said, I'm not making her wear a mask. And he was on the phone. He threatened me numerous times and said they're going to come in and inspect us, shut us down, and go on. So we ended up getting off the phone with him. It was probably maybe an hour later, I got a phone call from corporate office. I don't know if it was in San Diego or where it was. There was a gentleman called and asked what our our policy was for my employees to wear a mask, and asked if I required her to wear a mask. And I said, no. He said, that's all I need to know. Hung up the phone. That afternoon, I had paperwork from the Attorney General's office, and UPS had sent me paperwork that afternoon pulling my franchise.
How long had you had the franchise?
It's been 5.5 years.
Wow. And they just pulled it just because somebody called a snitch line.
Well,
a Karen called a snitch line and you lost your franchise.
Correct. Yep.
So what's happened since then? Are you still open? What did somebody else get the franchise in Newport? I mean, the UPS store, I go to it. You know, most people go to the UPS store at one time or another. I mean, what's happening in Newport, Vermont? Do they have a UPS franchise now?
No, there is no UPS store in Newport. The closest store to us is either St. Albans, Vermont, or Stowe, Vermont, which is probably an hour and 20 minutes from us. Either store. So
UPS has hurt their own customers, not just you, the franchise owner. They've hurt their.
Yes, correct. Yes.
All right, where do people, are you still open? I read one story saying you were open you had a new name now.
Well, the UPS stores are shipping facility, also with mailboxes and print services. After I purchased, or I shouldn't say purchased, after I opened the UPS store in 2018, I purchased Derby Port Press from a gentleman that was retiring in Derby, Vermont. Mm-hmm. So when they pulled the franchise, we're going just strictly to print services now. We still have the mailboxes at this point, but that's probably gonna disappear.
So what are you gonna do about this? Are you trying to get the franchise back? Are you appealing to, I don't know, the American Civil Liberties Union or a real organization that defends people's constitutional rights?
Well, we're starting. We've got to beat the state first. They filed a lawsuit against me, a civil lawsuit.
A lawsuit?
And then they put.
It wasn't enough to put you. Yeah, it wasn't enough to close the place. They had to file a lawsuit too.
Oh, that's not the extent of it. Then they put a restraining order on me also.
What, to keep the business closed?
No. So the restraining order states if I go into the store and we're open, I have to wear a mask or they can fine me up to $1,000 a day.
Oh my God. This is like the gym in New Jersey. But that was when everybody believed it. This is like it's over. Yeah. Do they understand that? Alabama just ended the mask mandate.
I haven't heard that. I heard
that Texas just happened.
Mississippi did.
Yeah, Mississippi and Texas yesterday. Today it's Alabama. And who knows what other states. South Dakota never had one. I don't think Montana ever had one either. So, but you're still, your business
open for.
Yeah, your business, you're out of business though.
Oh yeah, we were doing almost $300,000 a year, and it went from basically almost close to $1,000 a day. Now we're doing $20. I mean, people coming in to make a copy there's no money in it. I mean, and we're doing some other print stuff, but that's not enough to keep you going on a regular basis.
Wow. So, what can people do to help you out, Mike Desautels?
We started a GoFundMe page. If you go to GoFundMe and you type in Newport, Vermont, or if you type in my name, Michael Desautels.
How do you spell that? Spell it for people.
The last name is Desautels.
And they can.
We've hired a lawyer, so we're going against the state right now, but then I got to find another lawyer that will take on the case against the UPS corporation.
Did you ever think this was going to happen to you, that you're exercising your own constitutional rights to not observe a state religion, the religion of the mask, and that the governor and the attorney general and a major U.S. corporation would come down and try to crush you? Did you ever dream of that happening in the U.S.?
I would have never dreamt that in my entire life. You know, it's kind of funny. I've talked to a few people, and I don't know if anybody's ever watched Prison Break on Netflix.
Yeah.
I watched that, and it's a conspiracy theory. And when I watched it, I was like, yeah, well, maybe that some of that goes on, but yeah. I said, I'm one person that won't wear a mask, and they're coming after me like that. I said, I'd hate to have some information that was actually important to them.
What about your female employee with a medical condition? What's happened to her?
She's still working, and I can't make her wear a mask, and I can't make her give me documentation for it. It's against HIPAA violation.
I understand.
I mean, I'm not getting sued.
But so even though you're making $20 a day, you're still paying her. So you're running deeply in the red now.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm trying to keep her going. Hopefully, things will turn around, and we'll pick up more print services. But eventually, I don't know. I don't know how long we'll be able to hold up because, that's a big hit. I don't know how we're going to go from day to day with my family even. So, I've got some money, but, I can last maybe a month or two, but I'm not going to last 6 months. That's for sure.
And you were doing very well. You were doing okay until this happened.
Yes. Yep. Our sales for 2020 were up. Probably at least 40% from the year before.
And you put up that sign.
And we've been adding a lot of different stuff in our store. We do T-shirts and we do different print services. I do graphics for vehicles. We've added a lot of stuff that normal UPS stores don't add, but I had to do what I needed for myself to try to get sales up there and draw an income.
Yeah. Mike Desautels, so if you want to help him out, he has a GoFundMe page for his legal expenses to go after the state of Vermont and go after UPS for taking away his franchise. This is really bad, Mike, and it's even worse that that this guy is a Republican governor, and he's as bad as our governor in Massachusetts or the governor of Maryland.
Yes. Yep. I agree.
Republicans in name only, Mike Desautels. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate it, and good luck. I hope keep us informed, Mike. Let us know how it goes. 844-500-4242. I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm always looking at a screen these days, now more than ever. And whether you're an avid news watcher or in serious need of a distraction, unplugging yourself is easier said than done. One of my favorite ways, though, to rest my eyes now and still get the content I'm itching for by putting in my Raycon wireless earbuds and listening to something great. Today, I was listening to the Kinks' Low Budget album from the late 70s on my bike ride. And when I go home tonight, I'll pick out a podcast and listen to that. I won't bother the mailroom manager. And she has her own Raycon earbuds, wireless earbuds, and she can listen to her own entertainment, whether it's podcasts or music or anything else. You just want to have something that you're not going to get in anybody's way. You have to spend time now with people more so than ever, even if you like them or you have to work with them and they're your co-workers. You don't want to bother them and they don't want to bother you. That's where Raycon wireless earbuds come in. They make it easy for everybody to get their own entertainment and not step on anybody else's personal space. You got to get Raycons, though. They're the best priced and they're the best looking wireless earbuds there are. Raycons are built to perform anywhere and anytime with water and sweat resistant construction and Bluetooth that pairs quickly and seamlessly. And with enough battery life for 6 hours of playtime, you can unplug for a while. Raycons come in a range of stylish colorways with a comfortable in-ear fit for a more discreet look. The best part? Raycon makes great sound accessible to everyone at your home or your place of work. You don't have to bother anyone else, and no one bothers you if everybody has Raycons. And the best thing, these wireless earbuds start at half the price of other premium audio brands. Raycon's offering 15% off all their products for my listeners, and here's all you got to do to get it. Go to buyraycon.com/Howie. That's 15% off at buyraycon.com/Howie. Buyraycon.com/Howie. I'm Howie Carr.